Hello, Valtopia. Hey, honey, it's Val. It's Val Cripps, your artist, your energy guide, your mindset mentor, your cosmic queen. And I'm coming on live today in a really beautiful, quiet energy because so many of my clients, hey boo, so many of my clients and people in my group are reaching out. So many of my highly empathic, feely tribe members are feeling energy today that feels like grief and loss, and we are like bursting to tears out of nowhere. It's 9/11, so there was a huge event that happened on this day, and there's a collective memory of that experience, and I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in the media, and I don't know because I'm not watching it. Anyway, today's live stream, we're going to talk about that. Let me share this into my various spots. And I want to just highlight this because I know that some of you will be feeling this and haven't thought about it, and then it'll register and you'll be able to manage the energy and your own response to it and begin to feel a disconnection from the collective in a healthy, loving, expansive way. Yes, honey, that's what we're talking about. All right, let me share this into Valtopia. Say hello as you're joining on. We're going to really tune into this energy. What's yours and what's not yours. All right. And feel free to share this. Of course. Oh, thank you. You're sharing in the flash mob. Okay. I'm going to share. I'm going to do a little what? Oh, I want to share it into the Valtopia Celebrate to get everybody in that group on, because we are having amazing connections in there. Oh. I have to change to Valtopia. Hey, Shauna. Yes, sharing into the Celebrate. Say hello as you're joining on. So, Shauna, I know you mentioned and others have messaged me about feeling like a burst of emotion today. And so we are, I'm coming on live to bring a grounding, centering, aligning, bring your own energy home experience, so that you can know that this is going on, whether you already understand this concept that you're an empath and you're feeling the collective energy because it's a big day of grief for many, and a collective memory of a trauma, and somewhere inside of you, your own history has been through trauma and you're resonating with that, and you're feeling an opportunity to release these emotions. And in the moment, if you're not aware of that, it may feel really disruptive and uncomfortable, and where did this come from? What's going on? And you get to take a look at it and say, oh dear, oh dear. However you make your expression, you get to be aware of your own response to everyone else on a day like today when there's a heightened collective energy running. And you get to see where you're resonating with that and allow your own body and being to relax and come into a state of centered presence and awareness around the emotions that are coming up. And in doing so, you regenerate your cells, you regenerate your response, you regenerate the energy, and you send that back out into the collective, which then will be reverberated back to you. Hi, Kimberly. So it does you and everyone in the collective a blessing for you to modulate and regulate your own system in response to the collective memory of the trauma of 9/11 or whatever the disaster of the day might be that as human beings on this planet we're experiencing together. And then we get to regenerate the energy and the response of how that's going to be. So that's what we're doing here today. So I'm going to share that to my page as a watch party. Let me know if this is resonating for you, or if how you're feeling today, if you're feeling this collective. I'm feeling a little sleepy today, but I'm not feeling the emotions coming up, but I know a lot of people have reached out to me. And so I wanted to come on and share this insight and really talk about how, as an empath and as a feeler, as a person who has a high sensitivity, these are the people that are in my community and in my containers and in my high level containers, working one-to-one with me. We are gifting ourselves the time and space to get to know awarenesses that have been suppressed and that we haven't been allowed to tune into. And that now when we do this work together, we get to tap into our inspiration, and we get to disconnect from the collective energy and begin to really resonate from within our own. It's so much more powerful. It's really great. Say hello as you're joining on. Kimberly says, I'm very sleepy and heavy heart due to relationship issues right now. Well, I feel you. There's been so many shifts happening. I trust that it's happening to realign you in your experience. And how can you tune into the pain and find your center in it? I understand. There's ebbs and flows to this journey, isn't there? So as you feel into the whatever frequencies are coming through me right now, those of you who are highly sensitive will feel the shifting energy right now. I'm feeling things in my chest, and I'm feeling like I'm clearing throat chakra. So as you come on and watch this stream, maybe just sit and put your feet on the ground and let yourself just relax into the energy, and see if you start to burp or release energy in your chest and throat. Maybe you'll feel your third eye open, or your crown open, or sit quietly with yourself as you watch this stream and listen to the gongs. And I'm going to just now do some frequencies. I'm going to pull a card first before we start, and then I'm going to do a cleansing. And this is for my group of people in the Valtopia Celebrate group, and I decided to share it publicly so y'all can get a little taste of what we're doing in the experience. And also because it is such a collective day, I feel celebrating booking new clients and sharing. I want to share from my overflow of my calm and center that I'm achieving by actually coming into this state of being on days when I felt like I was in chaos and that I couldn't, and that I needed to freak out. And instead of freaking out, I have chosen to redirect my natural instincts that I was born with and that I was learned in my family, and that's seems normal or typical. And I've learned to adopt patterns of behavior that would seem ridiculous in the moment, but actually are lending themselves to me being able to be of much more service and gift, and take care of my family and take care of my clients and tribe. Things that you think in your mind don't want to let you do, like relax and be quiet and listen to gongs and breathe and tune in and see what's yours, meaning what's really you and what is judgment from others. What's really you and what is a belief or an opinion that's outside of you. What's really your feeling and your decision to suppress your own feelings to please others. Hey, Joanne. All of this work that we're doing in any of my containers, and that any of us are allowing ourselves time and space to understand our own awareness and shape our experience with it, is freaking powerful. And so let's do it today. I want you to tune into this energy and sit quietly and allow yourself to know that you're not just sitting with yourself right now, with this intention I've set with this container of this live stream, streaming into my private paid containers. For my clients that are also investing in me, they've reached out, and this is a collective healing and connection, reconnection to yourself and to your highest resonance, separate from the collective. So that when you come off of this live stream, you will go back out and recognize your sense of peace and center from this moment where I've assisted you in grounding your energy, opening your heart, aligning your chakras, and feeling a clearing of your auric field, your light bodies, everything around you, and knowing that, oh, this is what I feel like when I'm clear and present and centered. I can do this anytime. It takes a couple minutes, and then I can go back out into the world and see what's what. And when it feels too much, I can come back in and recalibrate until I get to a better space. Okay? So with that in mind, the cards I'm pulling before, yeah, these were the cards. The cards I'm pulling before we do this little transmission, energy drain, if you don't have good boundaries, if you're worried about everything outside of you instead of what's inside of you, if you're not letting yourself speak your truth and be who you are in clarity, all the abundance that's right around you will not come in for you. Okay, so we need to be a little rebellious and cooperate with our dreams and desires. Yes, that's where peace comes from. So with that in mind, let's begin the transmission. All right, I'm gonna let the end frequencies keep running for you as long as your higher self calls. You can turn it off right now and stay in this energy as long as you're guided. You may even want to lay flat. Drink some water. Let yourself allow an opening and a centering of your energy and an awareness that you haven't had before about what's yours and what's not yours. And thank you so much for joining me. If you want to know more about this kind of work, and getting to know yourself as a highly sensitive person and highly attuned to many other awarenesses than are generally spoken of, maybe in your circles. We're opening up to all of this in the Valtopia sphere. And we are having an incredible experience in the Valtopia Celebrate. And I do have one spot left for one-to-one with me right now. It's a 4-month experience. I'm going to post some text for you to read today. This is for you as you're ready to release all the judgment and the beating yourself up and the sabotage loops or the resistance or the playing small or whatever it is that is creating a sensation of you being sort of powerless or unable to manage your empathy and your gifts and your awareness. Those gifts are what we need right now in this experience we're having. You're power leaders, and your leadership comes from first starting with yourself, and just the little instructions and few moments that we be together in my community are life-changing for the ones that respond to this work and that understand that they can learn about their brain and they can learn about their awareness and let themselves come into this state of peace and resonance and clarity more and more every day until life is a different experience than it is where you may be right now in a state of misalignment or disruption from your highest flow. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna sign off now and leave you in this beautiful energy, and blessings to you if you're experiencing disruption today. Blessings to you if you're feeling the light and the bliss. Shine, baby, shine. Let yourself come up into full resonance of your limitless self, the one that does have the answers, the one that is in full faith, the one that is ready to decide about what you know and match the energy and frequency of your highest desires, and to fully fucking believe that it's coming in, and to let it, and to not cock block it with fear and guilt and regret and anger and anything other than curiosity, compassion, joy, and creation. This is what we're doing here. So have a beautiful day, and own your frequency, supernova. There's nobody like you. Private message me to get the last spot. There is an incredible bonus being given today. I don't want you to miss it. We begin as soon as you sign up, and we're going to start 2020 completely transformed into a power, mega superpower empath, a leader. And when you take this leadership, you don't just change yourself, you change your whole family, generations forward and back, and your entire community and everything you're doing forward. You're gonna have a completely different result in your life experience. Yes. All right, I'm gonna go rest now. Enjoy this transmission. Go back and watch the beginning if you just joined. It's very peaceful and loving and regenerative. See you next time.